talking. They, you know, weren't sure what's gonna happen. Let's go down to the daily. To the daily. I think about SPX. What I didn't like, it was very volatile, so you can't really tell where your centerpiece was compared to Nasdaq. Nasdaq was way simple. Um, I see right here. This is very volatile. Normally, you could tell where the center is, and this did tell you, but the candles were very all over the place. See, do something real quick. I might erase all these lines so I can explain to you real quick. This daily area was your centerpiece, the hardest area that I'm either crossing up or down. And you didn't really have no resistance. There's no resistance. There's no strong weekly or monthly. So then you will have to then look for the next resistance on the daily. The next resistance on daily is obviously right here. These candles have a hard time passing there. But what I don't like is they're all over the place. They're not. I don't know if it's the app or that's how they're making it. Because these candles are starting in, like, normally the next one will start right here and then going up or down. But the fact that it's a little bit above and it started here, that's why I was like, this is very fucking ugly. You can't really, I don't know how to say it. So, and that's a daily, so it'll be orange. And downwards wise, the next area will be right here or right here. And okay, so you were right here. This is your resistance area. I mean your support area. This is your resistance area. So another thing I was paying attention to is, so this is yesterday. This is where we were yesterday, somewhere up in here. Um, if you were to break this, and you knew the Fed was talking yesterday. I mean, yeah, you knew the Fed was talking tomorrow. You know, at some point it's gonna drop, but it's gonna drop. And if it drops, it's gonna drop on this area, and this is your last area where then we'll start going on up again. And this candle that was red would be now just a stick, just like this. So that's also what you gotta think when you see these candles in red, especially going to a daily, a 12-hour candle, 8-hour candle. They can be in red, but you also gotta remember, hey, what's happening tomorrow, and at what time it's happening tomorrow. So then after that, I know if, because these candles have to close or be at a certain price between these certain times in between the 4 candles. For example, right now, that time is 11:45 and 12:30. If in between 11:45 and 12:30 it doesn't sustain, especially past 12:30, then I showed you that the market is gonna start retracing on down. And also it depends on what I like to put these boxes, because it depends on what box there are, and lets me know if it's gonna start retracing on down. Lets me know how fast it's gonna pass these boxes, because depending on if it's a daily box, a 12-hour box, or just a 1-hour box, I know it's gonna pass through them faster or slower, and what is the last hope for that drop to stop and then reverse. And that's what I was trying to explain yesterday. We're going out to the 12-hour candle, and that's what I was talking about yesterday. I said that if we do this, so this is today. This one started at 3 p.m. This one ended at 2 p.m. because it closed at 2, opens at 3. So prior to that, or I think it was this one right here, or it could have been this one. But no. Yeah, it was this one right here. And I said, hey, look, pay attention how, like I was saying when we shut up on my other videos. Notice what it's trying to do is trying to create a new support area, a new area to just chill. Especially after I found out last week that this week was gonna be, or this last week was gonna be, just where it was and everything, and then this current week was gonna be a big week because you had the Fed. I was like, okay, if anything, it's gonna try to close in this high position and just wait for the Fed to give it that push on up to continue. And then tomorrow we have another big news, which is the FOMC minutes release, which is pretty much the paperwork of what they talked in their group, the Federal Reserve members, what they talked about, and what their opinions are on the market and economy. So that's also big news. So either that's gonna continue, give it that push to continue with that push on up, or it's gonna correct it a little bit and just bring it back down in this area right here. And then if we have, normally we do have big data on Friday or Thursday to make it up, and that'll push it back up and close the week on a fucking green candle or whatnot. If not, if it'll just bring us down here, close the week down, give us that little suspense of, oh shit, you know, is that it? Is the market gonna start dropping? But you'll get that more once we start going down here. Whatnot. As long as we're maintaining this area right here, we're still good. Even the market tomorrow, we end up dropping somewhere in close here in this area. And then right now I'm gonna go back to my boxes and lines to show you guys. Cause right now I can't say, hey, remember right here, this chart I was saying if we break this box and we go down. I can't say that right now because there's some boxes, there's no lines. I was just trying to show you guys without all these lines what I see, how I break this down, and then anyways. So see, this is an 8-hour candle, and this is the move. I want to put the boxes up. You'll see. This is the area here where I was saying that if by 12 o'clock, I mean 11:45, 12:30, we didn't keep this area and shut up over this other box, that we would then go back down and we will either create support in these boxes that were right here, and if that fails, that your last chance is gonna be this support area because of the 8-hour candle and 12-hour candle. I think it is. Watch. Or more perfectly, it would be the 8 one. I think 8 or 4. Which one was it? Or daily. I think daily I marked it. Or should I marked it? Bam. There you go. And these dailies, if you go to the 8-hour candle, they become in 2 sections. What I did is I ended up breaking up this section by itself and then this section by itself. I think I went to right here. So we did come down. This will be the first section because of daily support. So it's enough support, you know, to slow it down. If it was a 4-hour candle, 1-hour candle support line, then that wasn't shit. So then the last chance was this one here, and that's why I boxed it up differently. Once I go back and you see it, well, I put it back. And then around that time, then that should be 3-4 in the morning, and then you should start seeing a reversal going back up. The data, it was weird because he was talking at 6:30. He normally always, since I've been on the market for 3 years, he always has talked between 10 o'clock or 11 or 11:30. It was weird as fuck that he was talking in the morning, especially at 6:30 when the market opened. So I didn't even think about it, but the fact that he was talking at 6:30, that's when the market opens. So as soon as 6 o'clock came, instead of waiting for him to talk, it shot up out of its sweet area to go on and buy. Actually, the 3 or 4 o'clock was the sweet area to buy. And those are the moves, like I mentioned in my prior videos, that you want to wait for. See how we close at 2, because um, then at round 3 or 4, that's when you take your chance from that drop, knowing that it's gonna recover as the market opens, because it's like opening a gift, like a gift that somebody gave you that's worth a lot of money. And it's something you always wanted, but you don't know which one it is because you asked for so many stuff, and you're hoping it's the one that you fucking one of the things you asked for. It's kind of like that. So you do that's patient, everything, your emotion. So buyers start going to the buy, or the bots. The bots. It's not even buyers no more. It's bots. Hedge funds, all these millionaires, they have robots doing this shit. It's not a person going in and out of fucking buys. There may be a person analyzing with another AI softwares and all these pricey technology that they have, but it's not guys going in and out whatnot. Um, so yeah, so there'll be your next area, and now we're gonna go to 4 candles, 1 hour candle, 12, 12 Monday. So this was this right here, probably Tuesday, Tuesday night. Yeah, right here. So right here, it can really say, okay, see how it didn't go inside the box, sustain, and blah 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 blah. But once I show you the box, you can see right here. So this was supposed to sustain past 12 o'clock, past 12:30, and then from there stay that area. It didn't need to go back down. It needs to stay that area and hold, especially at 12:45. Continue going up, or just bullshit in the area, so that once it closes at 12 o'clock there, the last hour, 1 o'clock, it'll continue on up and shoot above this and go to the main area, which was up here. And look what happened. So we had a drop, and there we have 3 or 4. 3 or 4 starts slowing down. 5, and remember the data was coming at 6:30. So this is what caught me off guard, and I was fucking mad because I went to work at 5:30. Yeah, at 5:30, and when I saw it, I saw the move happen. I was like, because right there, it'll fuck you over, because right here you're gonna be waiting for my man. Right here you're gonna be waiting for the Fed, what he's gonna say. Is he gonna say something good or bad? So you can go on a buy, but you can mess yourself over, especially after seeing this little fake out. But you can mess yourself over, because then he would have said something bad, and then the drop would have continued to start dropping, and you would have lost money, and like, oh man. And then, or the market could have done this, because normally around after the data comes out, and that's just data, it takes the market again to really correct itself and shake people off. So around 7:30 to 8:45, then it'll correct itself and continue with the move. This time it didn't. This one was the Fed, and I'm guessing here's something positive. The market just went fine after that. Even in the 7:45, 8:30, it didn't really consolidate. It just kept going type of thing. It did right here. So that was your next area, because also I would have had some sort of box there to indicate me like, hey, look, now it's creating support right here. It's chilling. It's gonna wait. It's gonna go for that move, because it always does it around 7:45, 8:30, and then here we have 7, 8. So the fact that it was just holding area and whatnot, especially above or inside a certain box, or the edge of a certain box, the resistance of a certain box, also was telling me the market was gonna continue going up, and that's when you're gonna have your next move right there, instead of doing it right here before the data comes out and everything. The last area would have been your 11:45, 12:30, and that, as you can see right here, 11:45. But then when it got here at 12, right? So right here would have been your area, but you really didn't have nothing. Or I couldn't really have nothing, because normally these tend to chill closer instead of a higher type of thing. So if you go on the 15, it's like this. Oh, actually, you know, it was easy. It was easy. I should have gone, but I was working, so I wasn't really seeing it. But just seeing from the 1 hour candle, was like, you could have, and then also be able to have some sort of boxed out and everything, and the way I do it. But seeing how there wasn't really nothing at that time, those prices and everything, it would have been more of a 15-minute candle, and seeing where it was going, especially towards the end at 11:45, 12ish. That's when I show you when the rest of the market was gonna go for the move, But same time, it was inside this box, and I felt like it was gonna, since it did the this move at 12 o'clock, and it was inside a certain box, that it was gonna get just trapped in there and just like turn off the engine and just let it chill and cool down, and that's what it did. It just by time there pretty much, so the market closed at 2 p.m. inside there. And then what I was hoping for too was this, that after after it closed, it was just gonna bullshit and just stay there the whole time again, because the FOM minute release, whatever, it's happening tomorrow. So it's gonna either by time there around 11:45, 12:30, go on out, try to make a move, either hit this resistance right here because this is the all-time high, I'm guessing, or close to it. Let me check. Yeah, we're close to it, and we're right here. So yeah, we're gonna close the week. Well, we have Thursday and Friday, so you never know. They're gonna push it on down back again and bring us somewhere here, or we're gonna continue up and closing at or past all-time high for this week. I'm gonna go back to one right candle. Yeah, so 11:45. It's gonna be because we have the strong support. So 11:45, 12:30 is gonna try again, go for it, hit some sort of resistance, and either close back here and then end up bouncing here and going back up, or it's gonna show here 12:30, 12:45, and go into the next session, close somewhere here at 2 p.m. But I don't really see that. But then the Fed did talk, so I could see the market, because of what the Fed said, just have that strength to continue on up, and then chill around 3 or 4, whatever. But then I don't really see that. So I see more of the market just buying time here in this section. Let me check what time the data's being released. So we have non-farm employment releasing at 5:15. So the market will, if we are dropping, the market will start reversing around 3 or 4, and if not as early as 3 o'clock. But normally around 3 or 4, the market will start retracing, going back up if we do start going back up, because it is important data, and it's early. It's normally, once you have, like, especially when you have, what does suck is that you have this data separated in like 4 closed sections. For example, you have 5:15, 5:30, 6:45, and 7 and 11. So that's gonna be very volatile. What you really wanted, you wanted the first 4 to be at the same time. That way it's one hit, and the market takes that punch, the bots react to it, and then the time comes to make the move. Whereas this is gonna be good news, bad news, good news, bad news at different times. So it's gonna be very volatile. What everybody's gonna be waiting for though is gonna be 11, the FOMC meeting, which is no, like I say, 11. That's the normal time this shit is done. So the fact that the Fed talked today at 6:30 was really weird. Again, because this time and the time the data release is very important. They could set these meetings, these dates at any time. He could have done the FOM. I mean, the Fed could have talked yesterday at 11, like they always do, or 10. Anyways, so the good thing about the first 2, they coming out at 5:15 and 5:30. So you're gonna be able to see the market how it reacts to those hits. After that, you got the 6:45 and 7, which the one at 7. No, okay, so the only one you gotta pay attention to is the first 2 at 5:15, 5:30. You're gonna be able to see how the market reacts to it, which is good before the market actually opens. Once the market opens, there's gonna be the 6:45, the 6:45 data, which is not important, but the 7 o'clock, it is important. It's a high folder. It's the ISM service PMI. So, and the good thing, so remember, 7:45 to 8:30 is when you really want to pay attention to. So even though it's good or bad at 7, just wait till around 7:45, 8:30, and then go for your buy or sell. Finally, after it takes a pause around 10 or 9, whatever the fuck it's gonna do, my bad. Um, you then pay attention to the 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. data, or yeah, it's gonna be a talk, so you can go on YouTube and watch it. And wait for 11, because normally after it takes 30 minutes, or sometimes it's quick. So wait for 11:45, 12:30 for the next time that you can go in, and that's gonna be your final move. It's gonna go for a little ride, and it's gonna take a pause. It normally takes a pause around 12 o'clock. I mean 12 o'clock, stupid. It normally takes a pause around 1:30 or whatnot, and especially if the if the move starts around 11:30 or 11:45, because the FOM meeting is releasing at 11, so we could have start having a move at 11:45 that could last till 12:30 or so, and then just chill there and close 2 p.m. But anyways, I'm trying to make this quick, you guys. My bad. Let me go back to my. And see, it's trying to go for the move, like I said. It's not. Oh, it's not 11, but it's it's so it's gonna buy time. So anyways, let me go back to my BS drawings. Alright, let me go to the hour candle. There's where we worrisome gifting right here. Here's a box that I said, hey, okay, let me go to 1 hour candle. Alright, we're inside, just so you guys can see it. We were inside this box right here. Actually, no, that's the 2 a.m. one. So that was in the 1. Let me actually take this back and bring this one in. No, they didn't move that one either. So anyways, where do I think we were? Here? Monday? Nope. Monday, Tuesday? Oh, we were here. Were we here? 23, yeah. Yeah, that's what time I was recording yesterday. So I said, by 11, we need to hold, yeah, 1 hour candle. We need to hold inside this box. There's a box right there. You can't see it, but right here. We need to hold inside this box right here, and especially at 11:45, 12:30, we need to be up in this section so we can actually start going up. But it actually started going up at 11, and that's good and bad, because I know that 11:45, 12:30, it's the actual area where it's important. So the fact that it's doing early, it didn't make sense. So because look what happens right after that, 12 o'clock. No, actually no, that's 10. That's 10 right here. That's 10 right here. So we would probably, my bad, you guys. I'm getting confused now. So 10, 11. I wonder when I recorded yesterday. I think it was. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah. I remember now. I said that by 11:45 and 12:30 we need to be right here so that we continue up. Otherwise, we're gonna have some sort of resistance right here and then continue going back up. Especially if we didn't first stay right here at 11:45, 12:30, so that we continue going back up and break into this area here. Or we're gonna take a pause right here. 2 o'clock close right here and just wait for the data, because it's a weekly. We're passing a weekly and a monthly, so it's very hard and important to note that about that shit. So then, because then what you do is 2 in the morning will be right here. As the data comes out, it starts coming in here in this area, anticipation, and then goes for the move. That's how it normally plays out. But the fact that it did it way earlier and that it didn't sustain that area, just you have 10 o'clock and then 11 just going down. I was like, ugh, that is bad right there. That's bad. So you going back into the section right here. On top of that, it was this 8 hour right here, which was acting like a strong resistance support area. And the middle area to pass was right here in this area. So notice that when we had the drop and we started having the drop, I said we were either gonna stop in this box here, which was this 12-hour candle, this area right here. You see how they both stop right here in this section, and right here. Honestly, I only had this and this 8 and this 12-hour candle. Oh, it's 12. That makes sense. Make sure there should be more. What was this? 12, and this should be right here. There you go. And then this 8. Oh, the 8 was right there. That's why. Because I'm using this 8, this area right here, to tell me when it comes up, it's gonna act like a little slight support because it's an 8. So I saw it as the market anticipating we were right here, and when 6:30 came and he talked, the market would react. But then, so anyways, try to make this quick. 1-hour candle. Alright, so then I said, let me put this candle back. This candle stupid, this box that I meant. So this area is going to be hard to pass. That's why I saw it as 2 in the morning, stay there if it did hold and whatnot. And after then, if it did go down, is where the area where the next box is this right here. This one right here, the 8-hour candle box. It's blue on the outside, so you know it's an 8-hour candle box. Because you can see right here after we drop, it was the first area where we stopped right here. Not first, but this area where we stopped. So what we did, we would correct stop right here and then going back up. Now I said we failed that. We have the final support area. Was gonna come down here 3 or 4 and then go back up. And that's exactly what it did. Start going 2, 3, 4, and we closed a forward candle at 6 a.m. So it's very important to where these candles are at a certain price. The fact that it was breaking this at 4 in the morning would have let you, as a leverage trader, day trader, be like, oh shit, we're going to sell because it's 4 o'clock and we close a 6 a.m. candle we close a forward candle at 6, and on top of that, 8-hour candle, I think. But either way, not just that, we're breaking the strong support of this 8-hour candle. So not just that, we broke the support that the indicator is showing us. So we're gonna start dropping. So we're gonna go on a sell. And they go for a sell, and then they get cut off guard, and this shit happens. So it was interesting to me how it did this move before the Fed even said anything, and even the market opened. Because you would think it did it as the market opened, but it didn't, because you go to your 15-minute candle. Well, actually it did. But if you got on your 15-minute candle, this would have been your suit area. But then again, you didn't know what the Fed was going to do. But the fact that you know it's going to come at 6:30, and it's already 6, and it's in a sweet area to go for a buy, because it's how the market reacts, and especially if you have it boxed up with all these lines, and you know what they mean, you would know that it's gonna go for a move, it's gonna go for a buy because it's breaking my support resistance. The resistance is breaking the resistance on my box right here. And not just that, but he's gonna talk at 6:30. So with the momentum that it has right now, it's gonna break on up, and you can go for a sweet, a sweet buy there before you have to talk and then go out. Because you would have hit that stop that I mentioned earlier, where it goes up and it goes to the next strong resistance area, which was this monthly and weekly area that I said was very important to pass. Because from there, you were really just waiting for him to see what he was saying, and if you were holding, to look how high it went, shot all the way up here. So you're at that point you're gambling because you was up at the top right now, and it could have went south. So you would take your profit, wait for what he said, but and look how strong the candle just went. It didn't do this, and that's what you want to wait for this, the 7 to 8 area. I mean the 7:45 to 8:30 area to go for entry, and then your last one to that's what you would have taken. You would have taken all this, and then this would have been your next area right here, 11:45 to 12:30 area. But it didn't really have no structure. It was just in and out type of thing. And then that's what I'm saying, went to this box right here, and this would act like a resistance to it. So I was like, yeah, is it probably gonna get in here and then just get stuck there and close for the day and create some sort of resistance area right here, this box area, and that's what it did. So right now, it's gonna you're gonna have 11:45, 12:30 in this area right here to then show you strength. But if we have 11:45 and just start coming down here in this area, you guys see how it reacts here. If it breaks, we go down here, and your next strong area for support is this right here. But I don't see it dropping there. I see it just holding here inside this box and then going for it. See, even my indicator is telling me there's your entry right here for a sell, because it's reading the resistance in the area right here right now. But even if we're going for a sell, we're not gonna fucking drop that much because we have data really early at I think I said 5:15, right? Yeah, 5:15. It's a high. Yeah, 5:15, 5:30. So if we would drop, we will create support in this area right here. But like I said, I don't see it dropping that much. I see it, if anything, dropping holding this area. And if we do drop, I'm pretty sure it's gonna create some sort of support in this region right here, and then go back inside the box. But like I said, I see it just getting stuck here. I'll be really surprised if we end up closing this because this is the last forward candle for the 12-hour candle to close. It closes at 2 in the morning, so it has to go for this move, the last moving point. So I'll be surprised if we close here at 2, get stuck inside this box, and then at 5:15 go for it. I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised for that, but I'll be surprised if it closed here at 2 in the morning and we just kept going somehow throughout the night. But then I do see it coming back down and buying time here. And since this is your last resistance, and you don't have no really resistance here, you really can't say what it's gonna do after that, because the data till 5:15. So for it to just keep riding up throughout the whole night and pass all-time high, I don't really see it doing that. I see it more of a struggle inside this box and then doing the fucking move, but I don't see it pushing up the whole night type of thing. I see it maybe coming back down at 2 and closing it here and buying time. But yeah.